And we are live. Little message to everyone out there with social distancing from my girl Tank Bull. Let's see what she has to say.
Are still tied to the tree that the people from my Northwood came from, because I can't seem to move either. That tree has us both by the neck and the wing, and I can't even seem to grab onto the deep of my dreams. Man, I just be this how I feel, because it's me.
I guess I got the wrong one. Let's try again. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Here we go. Here we go.
And I'm staying at home by myself, TV by myself, weekend by myself, leaning all by myself, breathing all by myself, in the house. I'm all by myself. It's okay to be alone by yourself. Eat by yourself, chill by yourself, read by yourself, heal by yourself, feel by yourself. I'm all by myself. Use your scalp alone. Talk on the phone alone. FaceTime your family or get in the zone. It's okay to be alone.
There you go. That's my girl Tank, man. That's why I wanted to come out. So let's get into my intro. We're gonna talk about Billy Joe Saunders in the hot weather, man. He's making a bit of a name for himself out here. I'm telling you, in social media, time good or bad, wrong or right, Billy is the man right now, man of the hour. You know what I'm saying? The man of the hour. So let's get into what we gonna get into. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for EJ Boxing Live.
Hell yeah, man. That's what's up, bro. Where's everyone at? What's going on, people? Hope everyone's cool. You know what I mean? Salute, salute. Strong, bro. Still my what's it? Stormy B. What's going on, bro? What's going on, Stormy B, man? So yeah, we're gonna talk about Billy Joe Saunders. And you know what I'm trying to say? Like, Billy is listen, right? It's reaching to the point where people have recognized it. I mean, all over the world. We're gonna hear a video from the boxing voice, and yeah, we're gonna hear a boxing voice. They've named him Donkey of the Day. You know what I'm saying? That's how much he's got under people's. Then we're gonna hear from the presence of WBO, WBC. Well, they've actually written on boxingscene.com, so we're gonna hear from them, and that's how we're gonna do this. So without further ado, let's hear from Charmaine the God. What's this? Try and put that. Put him on the. Where's Charmaine the God at? He hit it somewhere. Where? Yeah, I swear I had it just there. I had everything all set up actually. Hit somewhere. Okay, here we go.
Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, April 1st goes to a British boxer named Billy Joe Saunders. Now, I don't know if you all realize it, but one thing that is rising during this global pandemic is domestic violence, okay? Across the world, by the way, from Brazil to Germany, China to Greece, from Orangeburg, South Carolina to Sacramento, California, domestic violence is on the rise because women and children who live, with domestic violence abusers have no escape from their abusers during the quarantine. Okay, a couple of weeks ago, I know an attorney who said to me, sadly, I'm about to make a killing because I had 6 domestic violence calls over the weekend. I said, damn. And he said, yeah, man, when unemployment goes up, people beat their wives. You are stressed and normal everyday arguments turn to violence. Sad reality, but it's true. Well, Billy Joe Saunders either doesn't know, doesn't show, or doesn't give a damn about what's going on in people's homes in regards to domestic violence, because in the most tone-deaf video I've seen in a long, long time, and that's saying a lot, being that the Trump administration is in the White House, Billy Joe Saunders decided to give a tutorial on how to properly beat your significant other. I can't make this kind of stuff up. Play the clip.
Just want to make a little video just for all you dads, husbands, if you've got girlfriends, etc. Obviously, this COVID-19 is getting very serious and we're isolated away in, very tight spaces. So, right, if your old woman's giving you a little bit of mouth, you try to be calm, cool, but after the 7th day, you're just about to explode. All of a sudden, she's coming at you now, spitting a bit of venom in your face, ready to say something, lift the dishes out. So as she comes in, she's just about to say something, all of a sudden you explode on the chin. Yeah, so you get on the chin. At this time, she may flash and see white thinking, what's just happened? Has he done it? I can't believe this. Whoa, what's happened? She's in a state of horror. And all of a sudden, you just dip down on that knee and spring up. So you finish her off. Bam. That should do the trick.
Now, you know how I keep talking about during this quarantine, you get to see the real you. Brothers don't have barbers, and they're Beijing blackout powder, so the hair is growing out, and we get to see our hairlines, social distancing from our foreheads. You see, all the grays on people's temple. Diddy out here looking like Puff Granddaddy, and that's fine. It's actually great. That's who we are, okay? Age is a blessing. Embrace it. But I'm not just talking about physical. I'm talking about what's really inside of you. I'm talking about character. See, people's real characters come out when they are facing adversity, okay? This quarantine, this global pandemic is a bit of adversity. William Arthur Ward once said, adversity causes something to break, but it causes others to break records. Which are you? Albert Einstein says, adversity introduces a man to himself. Howard Schultz says, in times of adversity and change, we really discover who we are and what we're made of. Billy Joe Saunders is showing you who he is. He's an F-boy. He couldn't even do this on Today and say April Fools. Some things you shouldn't play about. And a man beating on a woman is one of those things, especially at a time when domestic violence is going up because of this quarantine. I just read an article on ABC News where police are fearing that domestic violence cases will be on the rise. And Steve Cass-Stevens, president of the International Association of Chiefs of Police, said he fully believes that the longer these stay-at-home orders are in place, the more of these domestic violence calls they are going to get. Brad Garrett, a former FBI agent, says this is a perfect storm of domestic violence hazards. The shelter-in-place forces couples to remain home, and the abuser will then have more power to control and abuse the victim, stating they cannot leave for fear of catching the virus. It also may make it more difficult for the abused to report domestic violence since they are constantly with the abusers. They can't even escape and run off to go call the police. Man. And if they can't escape, the shelters will have issues because they're typically set up in dormitory settings. And that's obviously a problem with spreading the virus because you got to have social distance. Do you understand why what Billy Joe Saunders did is such a problem? He's encouraging domestic violence, actually teaching people how to beat their significant others during a time like this. Never a good time to do that, but definitely not at a time like this. Now, ladies, global pandemic or not, coronavirus or not, I will never encourage you to stay with an abuser. You always have a choice because coronavirus can kill you, but so can an abusive, an insignificant other. And I said insignificant other for a reason because he's not significant. Okay, so yes, to me, social distancing, it starts there. If he's living with you, find a way to get that fool up out of your house. Call the police to come take him. If you live with him, I know it seems difficult to pack up and leave at a time like this, but run. And to all the men putting their hands on women, you're not a man. Your job right now is to protect and provide for your family. And even if you can't provide financially right now, provide emotional support, mental support. Because the truth is, you and your lady are in this together. Don't take your hurt, frustration, and anger out on her because you got laid off. Hell, I'm sure she probably laid off too. And if she didn't, thank God that you have a queen to hold it down financially during a time like this. In the meantime,
Yo, let's hear from one girl Tank, man. Let's hear it again. Why do you keep pushing the wrong one? Yo, bro, let me do this one. There's this one in there.
Very, very difficult. You just can't sit your little ass down for a moment. And I just want you to know that I'm staying at home by myself, TV by myself, weekend by myself, leaning up by myself, reading up by myself, in the house, I'm all by myself. It's okay to be alone by yourself, eat by yourself, chill by yourself, read by yourself, heal by yourself, feel by yourself. I'm all by myself. Use your scalp alone, talk on the phone alone, FaceTime your family, or get in the zone. It's okay to be alone.
All right, so that's my girl Tank, man. I just like that tune, man. That tune's all right, man. All right, man. So let's get into Billy Joe Saunders, yeah. So that was the boxing voice, Charmaine the God. Well, to be fair, I have to be honest with you, man. He's done some kind of, not really domestic violence, but he has drugged the woman when he was his teens, and he was in a sexually assault thing. So for him to be talking is kind of like, meh. But everyone's got their opinion. Let's hear from the president, Paco, Francisco Paco, and Jose Sulaiman. Is it Jose Sulaiman? No, let me get the names right, mate. Okay, where we at? Let's get it, yeah. Let's get it. Here it is. Video Social's recent actions is unacceptable. Vasco, is it Vasco? Publicly declared with his conduct. Oh yeah, with his conduct. He failed his family, his friends, and his fans. The WBO will follow the British Boxing Board of Control, investigating carefully before taking any further actions. That's from Francisco. What's his name again? President of the WBO, Francisco Paco Vasquez. Is it Vasquez? Vasquez. That's his name, isn't it? Yeah, that's basically what he's saying. You know, he's just, you know what I'm saying? Billy Joe Saunders' recent actions is unacceptable. Public with his conduct, he failed his family, his friends, and his fans. The WBO will follow the British Boxing Board of Control investigation carefully before taking any further actions. And Mauricio Sulaiman, because obviously the WBO and the WBC are supposed to be going together for the Canelo fight. Mauricio Sulaiman, the president of the WBC, told BoxingScene.com the other reporters during a group panel on Tuesday, unbelievable. I read his apology. People who know him say he is always joking and clowning around. There is not a bad time for it, man, for something like that. It's not that we're going through this corona pandemic. There is zero tolerance for abuse of any kind, yeah, to women. To go out and try and make a joke, this is no place, man, for it, yeah. To go out and do this, making a 2-minute video. Listen, bruv, he's not joking around, bruv. He's not joking. It's not looking good, bruv. You know, at this point, yeah, both sides of the country, they want him to lose. So the only way you can do things at this point, yeah, there's two things you make. People can make money of it. Billy, he's the bad guy. People want him to lose. The fans, I really, you know, it's hard for me to understand here that there's a big fan support for Billy Joe Saunders, man. Like, I put a video up on that, and you know, we had Destiny on yesterday, and but read the comments for yourself. People out in this, they're saying it's a joke and this, that, the other. Like, bro, like, listen, people need to understand. We're grown adults, man. Billy admits he made a mistake, but what we're talking about is the consequences. But it's always good to hear from a woman's side of view, a woman's point of view, which we rarely do because we're all men. Most of the guys in the chat here are all men. I like this quarantine stuff. Yeah, I can't stand people anyway. Yo, salute, bro. What's going on? Salute, yeah. What's up? SSB 28? Always in. You know what I'm saying? Man, it was a joke though, bro. But you're a guy, bro. Like, that's what I'm gonna say. Talk sense. You're a guy. Like, how else are you supposed to say? I thought when I saw it, yeah, I didn't even blink an eye. But then listen to women. Like, let women of domestic abuse or been abused, listen to them. Listen to women. He's done that's a tutorial, you know, a teaching, like a classroom, teaching people how to go out and do it. Now, obviously, me and you're not done, but some people are freaking love Billy Joe Saunders. They might go and practice it. Don't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? The America Wilder fans we've gone there with Sharma God a full force over one. Billy Joe Saunders set himself up for exactly. He did it to himself. He's an idiot. Like, you can all that stuff. You know what I mean? He did it to himself. Bro, please tell what Wild this is what I'm saying. We'll get into that stuff. Listen, one ain't got nothing to do with it. He's the one who went out and made the video, and that's it. And he's got the consequences coming up. WBC, everyone else. He's on the Boxing Voice. People making videos on him, and that's what's up. Let me see if I can get some other guys in, my regulars to jump in. You know what I'm saying? See what they have to say about it. I see my man Phil Walker's in the chat. I wonder if he gonna jump in. Some of them guys. You guys practice social distancing with my girl Tank. Social distancing. Go be by yourself. Yeah, boy. Is she running again? What's she playing?
Check me out. Check me out. Check. Ooh, what?
Yo, she crazy, bro. She crazy. It took too long to get started, man. Come on, let's go. We go back into it again.
I love my members so much, but how important it is to love them from over there. Where? Over there. Well, over there. Like a good neighbor, stay over there. So, here is my next song. I made a lot of these just for y'all right last night because some of you are finding your social distancing to be very, very hard, very, very difficult. You just can't sit your little ass down for a moment. And I just want you to know that I'm staying at home by myself, TV by myself, weekend by myself, leaning all by myself, breathing all by myself, in the house, I'm all by myself. It's okay to be alone by yourself, eat by yourself, feel by yourself, read by yourself, heal by yourself, feel by yourself. I'm all by myself. Use your scalp alone, talk on the phone alone. FaceTime your family or get in the zone. It's okay to be alone. Alone. Check me out. Everybody stay at home, get up in the zone. Everybody stay up at home, get in the zone. Everybody stay at home, get in the zone. It's okay to be by yourself, yeah. It's okay just to sit by yourself in a chair like yeah. I needed time to meditate anyway. Exercise and levitate. My life was moving so fast, I could not find the time to concentrate. So many moments where I didn't know what I wanted. No time to think on it. I had to get up early in the morning and I couldn't be stalling. People were depending on me to be honest. So I'm going to use this time for meditation and recording, loving my family.
Too much. She goes too far. Anyway. Well, that might have run people off, man. All right. So I've dropped the links in the chat. My peoples, where you at, man? Joe Saunders, come on down. Now I think at this point everyone's probably sleeping or this. It's all good. But what I'm saying to you is, right? EJ, what's happening? Oh, are you back, BJ? What's up, BG London? Big up. Joe Saunders, yeah. In my opinion, he's got the noose around his neck and they're looking to tighten it. But at the same time, they have to think to themselves, is it worth it trying to get him in the ring? Or do we find him and just give him a pat on the wrist? All these things are decided by men. And by the response that I get from men on my other video, then he'll probably get a pat on the wrist. That's what Eddie Hearn actually said. He said, I'll probably get a pat on the knuckles, and that would be a fine, a suspension for a certain amount of time, and that'll be it. That's the minimum, right? But maximum, the British board and cover previous stuff he's done before, they have to take that in consideration. They could ban him for about 2 years, 3 years, and suspend his license. And I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't even bat an eye. I just wouldn't, seriously, because it's like, he's done so much stuff. It will send a message to the women. Women will probably feel better that he's hit him in the pockets. And but you know how these boxing networks, or Sky will probably pick him up and put him on their network and say, do commentary. Bloody, I don't know why. He actually trains. He's a manager of fighter as well. He's got his own fighters. So he's let a lot of people down with this thing. The presidents we see there. I mean, look, they're making their ruling off the Brit. They could make their ruling anyway, but they want to see what England's going to do, and then they're going to decide. So, Billy Joe Saunders, you did it to yourself. Yeah, he's a repeat. Yeah, he's a repeat. He's a repeat line stepper. That's what he is. The offender. Yeah, repeat offender. So he deserves it harsh. Yeah, he does. That's what Destiny said yesterday. You know what I mean? It's saying he wasn't. Yo, brotherhood, you should have watched the thing yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, read this. I mean, big BG London ain't having it. You know what I'm saying? BG London wasn't having it, but the thing is, like I said to you, like we're all guys, man. Most of us are gonna see it that way. But I ain't gonna lie to you, if they took his license, it wouldn't bother me none. I say he deserves it, man, because he just ranked red. If he wasn't doing boxing and did what he did, yeah. Let's think about this. If he wasn't a boxer, right, and he did what he did, what do you think would happen to him? Do you think anything would happen to him at all, bro? You're talking about maybe a prison sentence in this climate of sensitivity. You're talking about a prison sentence, and I mean, you can't just do stuff like that, man. No, well, you can, people can, but you have to pay the consequences. Offend. That's the amount of people you offend with that. I mean, like I said, it wasn't for me. So how, as a man listening to this, any type of man, boy, how are you going to be affected by it? You're not. He's not talking to you. He's talking to women. That's what the whole point. And everyone in this chat are all men. We're all men, responsible, I think. Respectful, I think, and know your mind. You get me? You know your mind. Like, now let's talk to women. Oh, they're taking it too far. Women, yeah, of course women do, but then stop. Why would you upset them in the first place? And then that's the whole point, isn't it? That's the whole point, man. Anyways, though I'm just waiting eagerly to see what happened, but he's made a name. He's on the Boxing Voice. So you're big over there in America. If you go over not the Boxing Voice, sorry, the Breakfast Club. If you go to the Breakfast Club, you can see the comments underneath there. Other channels have made one. Ego has made videos on it, and that's it, man. So nothing more I'm gonna say about it. I think I'm gonna come back with another video in a bit, but I was hoping other guys are jumping. But hey, listen, you guys stay blessed. As my girl Tanks to say, yo, practice social distancing. Actually, I'll go out with that track in it because that track was pretty good. She's a bit crazy though, but Tank, she's a bit crazy though, but still. She's a bit crazy still. Crazy social distancing. Let me see again. If he was hearing it.
Last night, because some of you are finding your social distancing to be very, very hard, very, very difficult. You just can't sit your little ass down for a moment. And I just want you to know that I'm staying at home by myself, TV by myself, weekend by myself, leaning up by myself, breathing up by myself, in the house, I'm all by myself. It's okay to be alone by yourself, eat by yourself, chill by yourself, read by yourself, heal by yourself, feel by yourself. I'm all by myself. Use your scalp alone. Talk on the phone alone. FaceTime your family. Or get in the zone. It's okay to be alone.
And that's it, boy. EJ Boxing Live. I'm out of here. Big up to you guys in the chat. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.